So first of all, supply chain's a lot of fun. It's very diverse. It's really good for someone who gets bored easily because there's always something going on. So there's always something to do. There's a lot to learn, and you're in the middle. So if you look at sales, marketing, manufacturing, you're in the middle. So you learn about all those different areas. So I don't think it makes a difference to me whether it's a man or woman that is in supply chain. I think women should make sure that they try it. It's also, the World Economic Forum said that's the job of the future. A lot of things are going to be replaced by AI. It's going to be replaced by robotics. But in supply chain, you always need that person to make that decision. I think that there's a lack of knowledge of what supply chain is. A lot of people thought it's a logistics, and they think trucks, and they think of forklifts and things like that. Supply chain is not that. That's one element. The trucks and the delivery, that's just the physical side. And that's the last grape that gets squeezed, right? So that is the last step on that last mile, if you want to call it that. But what happens all before that? And that's what people forget about. And women are known to be also very analytical, right? They're good with analytics. And that's what supply chain is actually about. It's been analytical. You have to be collaborative. You have to ask the right questions. And as I said earlier, you need to learn about all those different elements. You're like in the middle of the pie, projecting, anticipating, orchestrating. That's what everybody should be doing, and doing it together. And women are good at that. They're organized. And I think, and I'm not saying men aren't. I think, it's about what type of person that you are. But I think the traditional way that we looked at supply chain was purely the logistics. And that is one small element of the whole. And that's why I think your certifications and what we promote through SAPICS is important. And you can't sit still. You can't study and say, okay, I'm done, that's fine, I've learned. No, you have to keep learning. And that certification, definitely if you're looking for a job, many companies want to see that certification. They want proof that you're actually qualified for that role and that you have taken the effort to learn more, and you've got that stamp of approval. That's what that certificate is all about. So you must never assume that you know everything, and you must be open to learn new things and look at things in a different way. Change is the new now. So what you learned at university may not be valid anymore. So, organizations like SAPICS that have all the education partners, they need to keep up with the times. But I think it's also about proving to yourself and being honest with yourself and say, let me test myself. Let me see how much I really know. And be proud. I mean, the fact that you did the ceremony and you handed out all the certificates, I'm sure all those young ladies were smiling and they were proud of themselves and they had to send a picture home. And that's encouraging. That's something that motivates people to do the work that they do. My recommendation to young women in the supply chain world is, one, don't be afraid to speak up and really don't doubt yourself. I think a lot of, in the statistics we saw today, what is the one biggest obstacle? Number 2 was myself. It was actually themselves, And what you tend to find is guys, when they see a job, they look at the job they look at the job description, they go, I can only do 60% of that, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to apply anyway. And what women tend to do is they look and say, I can only do 60%, I'm not applying because I can't good. And what they need to remember, it's about mindset now. When I was in the supply chain world, the first thing I did was, okay, I didn't train for it, but I'm going to go and learn stuff. And I did the courses. So I think that's a very, very important part of it. So it's we talk about SAPs, you talk about empowering. How do you empower yourself? You empower yourself with knowledge, right? How do you elevate yourself? You elevate yourself with knowledge. How do you educate yourself? Go and learn, go and study. If you don't pass, try again. Use your network. Talk to people that have been in the business for a long time. Don't be afraid. I think that's the most important thing.